Hi friends, today we will discuss about various class numbers and form numbers of PO guide and postal manual volume. These are very useful for MTS and postman and PASA examination also. Very useful form numbers all will discuss and rule numbers also discussed in this session. First of all, we will discuss about PO guide part 1. This is useful for MTS postman and PASA examination also. These are the important class numbers of PO guide part 1. First of all, first class number 1 is about control, and class number 3 is about night post offices, and class number 2 also types of post offices. Class number 2, class number 3 is discuss about night post offices, and class number 4 is about the mobile post offices, and class number 7 business on Sundays. This is very important, business on Sundays, which class we discussed that class number 7. Class number 8 is about holidays, and class number 9 is prepayment of postage. Next, class number 10 is discussing about postage stamps and stationery. This is also important. Class number 11 is about franking mission, and class number 12 is prepayment of postage in cash. Next, class number 13 is discuss about spoiled and defaced stamps. Class number 14 is discuss about fictitious stamps. Very important. Class number 15 is discuss about packing of postal articles. Class number 16 is discuss about sealing of postal articles. And next, class number 21, this is about the articles required special treatment. Which articles is required special treatment? Then the class number 21 we will see and discuss that. Next, class number 23 is manner of affixing postage stamps. How to affix postage stamps to the articles. This is class number 23 is discussed that. Next, class number 24, non-postal stamps, charity stamps, labels, seals. This is discussed about non-postal stamps, charity stamps, labels, seals in the class number 24. Class number 25, use of minimum number of postage stamps. Class number 25. This is use of minimum number of postage stamps in this discuss in the class number 25. Next, class number 36 is the delivery of registered letters. 36 is about delivery of registered letters, and class number 41 is discussing about delivery of parcels, and class number 43 discussing about delivery of insured articles. 36 is about registered article, delivery of registered article. 41 is about delivery of parcels, and 43 is class number 43 is discussing the delivery of insured articles. Next, class number 44 is discussing about delivery of value payable articles. Next, class number 45, delivery of customs duty articles. Next, class number 47 is discussing about payment of money orders. Next, class number 50, refusal articles. The articles refused is discussing in the class number 50. Next, class number 55 is about the post boxes. Next, class number 56 is about the post bags. 55 is about post boxes, and 56 is about post bags. Next, 57, class number 57 discuss about window delivery, and class number 63 is discussing about identification cards. Identity card, postal identity cards is which class? This is in the class number 63. Next, redirection is in the class number 67. Inland post is discussed in the class number 96. Postal articles, different types of articles is discussing about in the class number 97, and class number 98, first class articles and second class mails is these are two mails are discussing in the class number 98. And class number 172, articles which can be insured. Which article can be insured? That all discussed in the class number 172. Next, class number 255 is discussing about the definition of philately. The question is asked that which class the definition of philately is denoted in the which class? That is class number 255. Next we will discuss about the classes in PO guide part 2. These are the class 1. Class 1 discussing about the definition of foreign post. We all know that PO guide part 2 is about the foreign post. So class 1 is about the definition of foreign post, and class 2 is about the types of foreign postal articles. Next, class 3 is discussing in the universal postal union, and class 4 is discussing about Asian Pacific Postal Union. Next, class 5 is about the inland regulations. Next, class 6 is discussing that letter post items. Next, class 7 is about conditions letter post items. Various conditions about the letter post items is discussed in the class number 7. Next, class number 8 is discussing that compensation for loss and damage of foreign post articles. Which class? Class number 8. Next, class number 9 is discussing about parcels delivery fee and all charges. Class number 8 of PO Guide Part 2 is discussing about the parcels delivery fee and other charges. Other all charges is discussed in the class number 9. Next, class number 10 is discussing about money order, airmail money order, foreign money order and airmail money order. These are two is in the class number 10 of PO Guide Part 2. 11 of PO Guide Part 2 is discussing about the British postal orders. Next, class number 12 of PO Guide Part 2 discussing about the VP COD services. Class number 12. Next, class number 13, customs control, prohibitions and restrictions. This is very important class. Which class in the PO Guide Part 2 is discussing about the customs control, prohibitions and restrictions? That is class number 13. Next, which class is discussed about the inquiries and complaints? That is class number 14. These 13 and 14 are very important classes. 13 is about the customs control, prohibitions and restrictions. Next, 14 is about the inquiries and complaints. Next, we are know the some rules in rule numbers in the PO Postal Manual Volume 5. Rule 1 in the Postal Manual Volume 5, Rule 1 is about the Postmaster General and Rule 2 is about the Railway Mail Service. Rule 4 is discussed the superintendent of the term superintendent. Next, Rule 5 is about the HO, Head Post Offices. Rule 5A is discussed about the VSAT centers. Next, Rule 5B ESMO centers and 5C Hybrid Mail Services. Rule 6 is about the GPO, 7 is SO, sub office, general post offices, GPO is the general post offices. Next, 7 is about sub offices. Rule 8 is about branch offices. 9B is about the transit main offices. Next, 9C is about the computer transit mail offices, computerized transit main offices. Next, Rule 10 is about the sorting offices. Rule 12 is about the return letter office. Which rule of Postal Manual 5, Volume 5 is discussed return letter office, that is rule number 12. Next, Rule 16 is about the record office. Rule 22, which rule number in the Postal Manual Volume 5 is word trip is denoted, that is rule number 22, very important. Next, 24 labeled bundles. Next, 25 rule number 25 is about check slip. Registered bundle 27. Next, 34 account bag, 35 BO bag, 36 cash bag. These are the bags: account bag, BO bag, 34 account bag, 35 BO bag and 36 cash bag, 37 special bag, 37A camp bag, 44A, this is a very important rule. 44A case DB, 46 is about A orders, 47 is about B orders. Which rule of Postal Manual Volume 5 is discussing about the B orders, that is 47, A orders, that is 46. Next, 55 is in the beat. The word beat is discussed in the rule number 55. And the trip, the word trip is discussed in the rule number 22. These two are very important. Next, camp correspondence is discussed in the rule number 56. Next, 56A is late letters and 2 late letters are discussed. Next, 57 missent or misdirected articles letters are discussed in the rule number 57. Next, rule number 57A trial cards. This is also very important. Which rule is discussed in the Postal Manual Volume 5 is about the trial cards, that is 57A rule number. Next, we will see about the some form numbers. These are very useful for PASA examination and IPO examination also. These are the form numbers we generally know in the forms of various forms that we know. These are the very useful for examinations purpose. Also, we need to know ACG1, that is HO summary. Form numbers are very important. ACG2 treasurer cash book. ACG1 is in the form number of HO summary, and ACG2 is the form number of treasurer cash book, and ACG3 is SO summary. RP57 special delivery slip. RP57 is a form number of special delivery slip, and ACG3 SO summary. ACG1 is HO summary. ACG2 is a treasurer cash book, and ACG3 SO summary. Next, ACG3 is 3A is a BO summary. RP8 is parcel abstract. RP8 is the form number of parcel abstract. Next, RP58 is a delivery slip. Form number of delivery slip. What is the form number of delivery slip? That is RP58. Next, postmaster order book MS1. The number of postmaster order book is MS1. ACG4 is HO cash book. ACG8 is treasurer passbook. These are the difference between treasurer cash book and treasurer passbook. ACG2 is treasurer cash book and ACG8 is treasurer passbook. These are the differences. And ACG 4 is HO cache book and ACG 1 is HO summary. These are the difference between HO summary and HO cache book. Next, MS2 is error book. These error books are in the all offices, all post offices. Next, ACC 17 is money receipt and ACC 22 SO daily account. This ACC 22 is the form number of SO daily account and ACC 22 is the form number of PO daily account. ACC 24 very important form number. This is ACC 24 acquittance roll number. Next, MS12. MS12 is nominal roll. MS14A, this is statistical memo. The number of statistical memo form number is MS14A. Next, MS18 book of postmarks. MS18 is the book of postmarks form number. MS18 form number is book of postmarks. MS27. This is also very important. Postman book. M4A mail list. M4A mail list. The mail list prepared in the form of M4A. Next, MS28 mail attendance book. MS28 is the form number of mail attendance book. M24 is window delivery ticket and MS85 village postman register. Village postman registered, that is in the form of MS85. Next, MS26A trial cards. Sorry, this is D. MS26A trial card. What is the form number of trial card? That is MS26A. Next, M52 village sorting list. M52 is village sorting list. M32 is book of addresses instructions. Book of addresses instructions is in the form of M32. PA3 is SO slip. PA3 is in the form of SO slip. Next, MS94 complaints and suggestions book, very important. Complaints and suggestion book is in the form of MS94. PA4 BO slip, PA3 SO slip and PA4 BO slip. SB27 SB slip. SB27 in the form of SB. SB slip is in the form of SB27. Next, MS86 visit book of postman. What is the form number of visit book of postman is MS86. MS88 yearly village returns. MS88 is in the form number of yearly village returns. MO44 MO registered. MO44 in the form number of MO registered. Sorry, MO44 is the form number of MO registered. MS104 is book of information. This is also very important, book of information in the form number of MS104. Thank you, friends.